All right, boys, here we are, opening day of year number 2, game 1 up against the Florida Panthers. Let's see how it goes. The omen for the rest of the season. Last year, Matthews got a hattie in game 1. Tavares got 2. Let's see what happens this year in the first game of the year. And John Tavares gets the first goal of the year, back-to-back years. Barkov gets a goal on Nedeljkovic, though. Let's sim the period, and Carolina's up 3-1. Florida, Jesus. Up 5-1. And we lose 7-3 the first game of the year. Holy shit. Okay. Brandon Montour against his former team does not go very well. Let's just hope that it's not an omen for the rest of the year. At Carolina now, let's give Nedeljkovic a second shot. It's against his former team this time. Scandello's out till October 26th already, and we lose 5-4. Let's get Nedeljkovic out of here. Holy shit, bro. He had a great season last year in his 27 game appearances. In his 2 games thus far, not looking too sharp out there. An .818 save percentage through the first 2 games. We couldn't afford to bring Ilya Samsonov back. He just wasn't happy with his playing time. He didn't feel like we treated him as a start, which I guess he probably wanted 50 to 55 games, and we were at 48. But 48 isn't that off from 50, so who cares? Noah Gregor gets a sore shoulder. He's out to the 29th. And Joseph Woll in his first game wins 2-1. There you go, Woll. Now I got a home game versus Dallas. Then we're going to go on the road for a little Eastern Conference road trip, it looks like. Dallas is undefeated thus far, and I was wrong about that, as we're going to have a home game versus Chicago. And another 2-1 win, this time in overtime for Joseph Woll. Detroit's, they're 0-5. We better win. And we shut them out 4-0. And Woll is off to an insanely hot start after Nedeljkovic was off to probably the worst start he could have had. Woll sitting at a .961 save percentage through 4 games. Holy shit, Joseph Woll. Really showing up to start the year. Nedeljkovic at Washington, they're below 500. Now, the season's still young, so it's not like that really matters. But still, they're below 500. And we lose 4-2. Let's just pull them right now. We might be doing something with Nedeljkovic very soon. We might be doing something with him very soon, and I wouldn't mind sending him straight down if we have to. If he's not playing well, then he's not playing well. Nedeljkovic already an .867. He improved the save percentage, but he still sucked ass. So, home game versus Chicago now. Connor Bedard in town in Toronto. John Tavares, 5 goals in 6 games. Not too shabby of a start for him. Now against Chicago, we win 3-1. Woll is yet to have a game where he allows more than 1 goal through 5 games. That's pretty crazy. Let's say who's been playing better between Abe Kubel and Hino Stroza. Now is actually a really good time to choose between the two of who deserves that 4th line center role. Abe Kubel +1, 3 points. Okay, Abe Kubel. Hino Stroza, though, on the other hand, was a -2. Ooh, okay, yeah, we're going to take out Abe Kubel. Let's put in Gregor, and then we're going to actually take out Hino Stroza, and we are going to put in Abe Kubel. And look at that, it actually gives us +1 in the chemistry, so now all our lines have chemistry. I didn't even check that last time, so I should have. I assumed that when I did best lines, they would automatically go with the chemistry, but I guess not. Next, we got a home game versus Carolina. They're hovering around 500, but still early. We are too. And we win 7-6. The offense shows up for Woll, as Woll has an off game there as we go on the road in the Garden. What can we do against Boston? Kyle Clifford gets hurt till November 10th with a sore hip. And then against Boston, Matthew Nyes gets hurt till November 21st. But we do win 5-1. There we go. At Tampa Bay now. They're 500 right now. What can we do against them? We win 3-0. Shutout right there. Man, Joseph Woll, outside of the one game where he let up a lot of goals, but we still won, he has been lights out, as Jason Zucker is now hurt till November 14th. Ugh. An overtime loss right there. As our next game is at home against the Montreal Canadiens. Kyle Clifford is fully healed for the AHL. That's nice to see. Home game versus Montreal. What can we do against them? and we win 3-2 in a shootout. That's a big win right there. Now we got the Rangers. We have the same exact record, but we have an overtime loss in there, and we beat them 6-3. Holy shit, as Jason Zucker is fully healed. And I'm pretty sure we have a defenseman playing. So the fact that we Timmins was playing in for Zucker. So the fact that we just won those 2 games, huge. Jason Zucker gets back in there. Nikolai Ehlers is playing out of his fucking mind, bro. Like, fuck, I want to extend him, but I don't know if we have the money to extend him, especially with Montour. Let's just see, what would an Ehlers extension look like? Fuck. Okay, 6 years. Would you come down to 6.8? If you'd come down to 6.8 Ehlers, we can maybe get something done with you. 6 years at $6.8 million. I'm begging Nikolai Ehlers to sign for that extension. We need him at that kind of money. Now going on the road in Pittsburgh, what can we do? They're playing .500, 7-4-3. Jalen Lupien gets hurt. That's pretty sure an AHL guy. And Brandon Montour gets hurt till November 25th. That is big as we lose 6-3. Damn, home game versus the Islanders now. They're 8-7-1. Matthew Knies is fully healed. And Nikolai Ehlers decides to sign. There we go. As we lose 3-2 in a shootout. So we get Nikolai Ehlers. That's huge. You know what? Matthew Knies is proving he's going to be a guy. Let's go and get him locked up as well right now. Delkovich, you better do something this fucking game, I swear to God. Because we're going to have guys that we're going to be able to move, like Jason Zucker is on a 2-year deal, I'm pretty sure. Mantha is on a 2-year deal. I know Nedeljkovic is on a 2-year deal. He's already looking like a guy that's going to end up getting moved. So we're going to have guys to be able to move to find a way to free up a little more money. Let's go get Matthew Knies. And wow, that money has gone up since last time we talked to him. Wow. Okay, let's go. Let's play it safe, Knies. 3 years, 6.25, just a little bridge deal. I don't want to unload the bank on you yet. Like, fuck, I should have given him that 8-year, like $5 million deal he was asking for in the offseason. I did not think he was going to jump this much so quickly. Home versus Nashville. What can we do? We win 4-2 right there. There we go. Ehlers is now once again our top goal scorer. Or not goal scorer, but point getter. Good year for rookies again. That's good to see. Pittsburgh, they're 9-4-3. Good start to the season for them, it's looking like, as we lose in overtime 2-1. Damn, that's a tough loss. Matthew Knies, we are still on Matthew Knies' watch. What is he gonna do? And Matthew Knies has decided to agree to the bridge deal. So we get those 2 forwards locked up for a few more years. That's good. We get our second line secured versus Vancouver. There's a big win against Vancouver. Now we got a road game against the Predators, and Brandon Montour is back. Defensively, there we go. Brandon Montour in there on the first pairing with Morgan Rielly, back again. Now let's go Nedeljkovic in Nashville. What can he do? Nashville off to a pretty good start, and Morgan Rielly's out till December 10th now. Right when we get 1-1 D-man back, we lose the other one, but we win in overtime 6-5. Now we have a home and home against Winnipeg. They are off to a terrible start. Man, I wish I got that first from them now. Fuck. At Winnipeg now. What can we do against them? We lose 2-1. God damn it. Home game versus Winnipeg. We're just going to wait to switch the goalies till after Buffalo. So let's see what Nedeljkovic can do in his final 2 games. Versus Winnipeg now. We lose 5-3. God damn it, Nedeljkovic. And now at Buffalo, please don't lose again, Nedeljkovic. Okay, there we go. Nedeljkovic gets a nice little 3-1 win right there. Now, we are not getting a lot of points from our top line, which is very concerning. This first line is actually struggling. Let's say, fuck it. Let's go Matthew Knies line 1. Let's go Kyle Connor line 2. Let's just see if that works. And then power play. Mantha, have you been contributing on the power play, Anthony Mantha? You have 3 power play points. We'll take a look at the actual power play percentage in a second, actually. Nedeljkovic up to an 8.99, so he's starting to kind of recover that save percentage, but still looking a little rocky from the very beginning. Hey, goals for per game. Damn, we are down 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We are 19th in goals for per game right now. We are not scoring enough goals. Goals against per game down at 2.77, one of the best in the NHL at least. Power plays down at 14%. Okay, we need to make some moves. And PK's down at 79%. We need to make some moves and quickly. We're going to go back to the power play unit we were rocking last year. I don't care. This experiment has clearly not worked for the power play. And then PK, we're going to go back and we're going to take Nyes out and we're going to put Jason Zucker in. Okay, so we're going to send Nyes down low, Matthews to the wing, Nylander's still going to be in the middle. Second pairing, we're going to leave it the same as is. And then next, we're going to go to the penalty kill. Here on the second line, we're going to take Matthew Nyes out. We're going to go to Abe Kubel. And then on this third line, we're going to take Matthew Nyes out and we're going to go left winger. Yeah, we're going to go Jason Zucker. Okay, let's see how those moves change things up as we go on the road in Pittsburgh now. Marco Scandella's fully healed. I think he might be actually out, but I might be wrong. No, he's in. Okay, we're just waiting on Morgan Rielly. Okay, let's keep on going at Pittsburgh. We get a big 5-2 win right there after the line changes. Big at Ottawa now. Now we get a little East Coast road trip as we go on the road in Ottawa. They're 14-8-3, and we get a huge 1-0 shutout from Joseph Woll. Now we go on the road in Boston. They're off to a hot start. Same amount of wins as us at this point of the season. Here we go. What can we do against them? We lose 3-1. Damn, now we got Tampa Bay, but we do get Morgan Rielly back. But the offense was the reason we didn't beat Boston, man. The offense is not showing up at the moment, and I don't quite know why. It is very concerning. I mean, Rielly and Montour, McCabe's a -1. That's interesting. But then Scandella and TJ Brodie are both +2s. Fuck it, let's go TJ Brodie on the second pair, man. TJ Brodie's just a stud like that. He always just plays good. For whatever reason, he's playing good for us. Kyle Clifford's fully healed in the AHL. Good to see. Matthews, man, he needs to get some more goals. Only 9 goals through 25 games. What are you doing? 4-1 win against Tampa Bay. There's a big win. San Jose, they're shit. We better beat up on San Jose. They only have 5 wins right now. Marco Scandella's out till December 23rd. And we beat up on San Jose, 5-0 shutout right there. Tampa Bay, let's kick them down to 500. Kick them down to 500, boys. Their dynasty's over, and we lose in overtime. Come on. At Dallas now, they're 15-9-2. They're looking pretty damn solid right now. Austin Matthews is out till January 4th. That is a big injury. As Hardy Harmon Akatel in the AHL is back. But with Austin Matthews out, let's make a couple line changes. Let's go Matthew. Oh, fuck, that goes -1. Will it work if I move Mantha up? Okay, perfect. We're going to actually try Matthew Nyes centering Nylander and Mantha on the first line. It's a weird first line, but it's the first line we're going to have to rock with till we get Austin Matthews back. Well, we can always put Tavares up, but I want to see if we can rock it like this. At LA now, they're 13-15-2. They're off to a bad start. What can we do against them? And we win 6-1 without Austin Matthews. At Chicago now. Are we better without Austin Matthews? Chicago, they're above 500. We win 3-1 against them. Marco Scandella fully healed again. Mantha's a +16 and Nyes is a +13 currently. So keep that in mind as we sim these games without Matthews and we actually see if this first line actually holds up without Austin Matthews. Because if so, it kind of shows Mantha can be a very, very useful plug-and-play player for us across the 3 lines. But let's keep on going as we got a home game against Ottawa now. They're currently fighting for a wild card spot. Let's see if we can keep them out of one. Home versus Ottawa. We win 4-3 in overtime. There we go. Now we go on the road in Montreal. They are second to last in the division. This should be a team we beat up on. And we lose 6-4. Come on. Goaltending needs to show up, Woll. That is on you. But I get it, Woll. You're taking on a pretty big responsibility this year with the fact that fucking Nedeljkovic sucks ass. Like already up to 24 games at a .931 save percentage. Woll is having a career season. We need to go lock Woll up probably. Home versus Philadelphia. What can we do against them? They're off to a pretty good start as well. Kevin LeBanc is fully healed. That's good. The minor injury didn't keep him out. And we are not trading a second for a fourth. What the fuck, LA? And we beat Philadelphia 4-2. Okay, let's see how much money Woll wants. He wanted like 1.5 and fucking the off season, man. So if he wants like a lot more now, good. Honestly, Woll, I will sign you to, let's see, 6 brings you to 32. I'd give you 6 years at 1.5, Joseph Wool. If you go 6 years, 1.5 for me, Wool, that would be huge. Hey, let's keep going. At Philadelphia again. Just beat them 4-2. What can we do this time in Philly? We lose 4-1. Damn. At New Jersey and... oh, now Joseph Wool doesn't want to sign at all. Okay, well, we'll deal with that when we got to deal with that. At New Jersey, I feel like it wasn't that bad of a deal. Austin Matthews is back after the game, and we cannot get revenge against New Jersey. Man, the offense still, like, our leading point man is not over point per game. And with Toronto, that is very disappointing. So Mantha was a +1. Okay, not bad, Mantha. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and put Austin Matthews back in here. Like, Matthews needs to start stepping up. Maybe, well, Kyle Connor was the guy that was struggling. Let's try Ehlers on the first line. And then let's go Kyle Connor with Nyes and Tavares. Let's try this. Connor's a +1. Ehlers is a +7. Let's keep on simming now. Home game against Edmonton. Fuck, I forgot to switch out the goalies. Well, Nedeljkovic gets an extra game. TJ Brody gets hurt. But at least we won 4-2. Let's take out Nedeljkovic now, though, for these final 2 games. I do not want him in. The home game versus Buffalo, they're 22-12-2. Actually, a really good team. They're in a divisional spot right now. They're actually knocking on our doorstep. Can we fend them off? We lose 4-2. Fuck. Now we got the Islanders. We are no longer in first place in the division, but we do have games in hand, and we do beat the Islanders 3-1. Let's go back to Nedeljkovic now against Detroit. Nedeljkovic's save percentage still below 900. Maybe that can change by the end of the year. We're hoping, but we'll see. As Wool is up to a 9-3-4, man. I was hoping we were going to be able to snag him up long term, but... man, he kind of cucked us. At Detroit now, they're well below 500. They're last in the division right now, and we lose 5-4. Okay, Nedeljkovic. Holy fuck, buddy. Holy fuck, Nedeljkovic. Like, we could honestly probably win the President's Trophy again this year, and the only reason we're not going to is because Nedeljkovic is our second goalie and not Ilya Samsonov. Like, if we had Samsonov on this team right now, holy shit, we would be going off. Home game versus Anaheim. What can we do against them? They're below 500, and we lose 5-2. Okay. Home game versus Minnesota now. We lose 6-4. Okay, let's switch the goalies. The defense is struggling clearly without TJ Brody. This team needs TJ Brody of all people on it for whatever fucking reason, man. TJ Brody is everything to this defense. Okay, at San Jose, they are still not even at 10 wins on the year, man. We win 6-2. There we go, man. I was just about to say, we better beat them. Like, out of everyone, we better beat them. Luckily, TJ Brody is back now, but it's right as Marco Scandella goes down. So it's just one, out goes one, in comes another. So TJ Brody back in. Connor Timmins now in for Marco Scandella instead of TJ Brody as we go on the road in Calgary. They're struggling. They're trying to get out of this 500 mediocrity range. Can we knock them back into it even more as we win 10-3? We put up 10 goddamn goals. Holy shit. This offense still has it. It has firepower, man. Even though for whatever reason we're not consistently scoring, it does have the firepower to do it. Holy fuck, man. Crazy. And Anthony Mantha is actually having an incredible year on the third line. He is doing exactly what we need him to, because we needed him to be a Tyler Bertuzzi replacement, and he is doing that perfectly. As we now go on the road in Seattle, they're basically just as bad as San Jose. We better knock them out too. And we win 9-2. We have a combined 19 goals in the last 2 games, or 25 in the last 3. The Sharks fire their head coach. Holy shit, man. 25 goals in 3 games is insane. 19 goals in 2 games is even crazier. Hey, we got goal scorers, man, as now we got a home game against the New York Islanders. They're right just like the Flames in that 500 range. Knock them down into mediocrity, boys. Knock them down. Bang! 6-0 shutout. We're just crushing teams right now. Home game versus LA, same thing. Bang, nice little 4-2 win. Not as much of a blowout, but it's still a nice little 2-goal win. There we go. Home game versus Seattle. We cooked them once. We can cook them again, boys. Whoa, we got cooked this time. Okay, boys. So we are at our bye week right now. We're going to wrap it up here. Let's take a look at some stats and stuff and let me know what we need to do at the deadline. So taking a look at the standings, point percentage, right now we are the 5th best team in the NHL. Goals for per game, it has climbed back up. We're currently 4th in the league. Goals against per game, it's kind of high right now, boys. It's at 281, which, I guess that's still 5th in the NHL, so not too bad, but we'd still personally like to see that lower. The power play percentage, since we went back to our last year number, it is going up, but it's still not the highest. PK percentage, since we made that change, we're not one of the worst in the NHL anymore. That's nice to see, but we're also not the best. Where are we ranked? Yeah, we're ranked the 19th penalty kill in the NHL. I'm thinking a third line penalty killing center. I'm thinking that is probably what we're going to be looking for at the deadline. But you guys let me know. Let's take a look at the stats real quick. Forwards wise, Nylander's at 47 and 48. Eller's at 46 and 48. Tavares is at 46 and 48. Matthews is at 44 and 41. Nyes is at 42 and 42. Connor's at 41 and 48. He's going a little slow. Mantha's at 34 and 48. Gregor's actually having a really good season. So he's not really, maybe he's a PK problem, but third line, he's not an issue. Jason Zucker's going off. Abe Kubal's kind of struggling actually at a minus. The whole 4th line is a minus outside of Terran Janot. So maybe we need to go back to Vinny Hinostrozza. Defenseman wise, Morgan Rielly killing it. Brandon Montour killing it. That is a great first pairing right there. TJ Brody, he is still killing it. An absolute stud of a penalty killer. Absolute stud of a defenseman in this franchise. Jake McCabe's doing solid. Schneider, good trade for the Rangers for us, man. Glad they did it. Scandella went healthy. He's been a solid defenseman. Goalies, Wool's a stud. Nedeljkovic, what the fuck are you? So I'm thinking we're going to look at maybe getting a goalie. We're going to look at getting a penalty killer for sure. And boys, that's all I got for you right now. I will see you in the next one.